Ponyfans.com here with running back Zach Line. And Coach Jones said yesterday his starting lineup hasn't been settled for the Texas Tech game, but he says you're leading to be the starter at running back. Can this offense have a single running back take the job and make it his, or do you see a running back by committee this year?
It all depends how you're blocking, how you're running, if you're reading the offense, just getting that relationship with the linemen. I mean, it all comes down if you can block and run. But Coach Swan's always looking for that ultimate back. We haven't found one yet. Hopefully I can be that this year. If not, we got enough guys to come around and help us out.
How hard is that for you mentally? Because every one of you guys is used to carrying the ball pretty much all the time. How hard is it to accept that role of sharing that role within the offense?
You do whatever you got to do, really. I mean, you got to protect Kyle, even though sometimes he's – I'm just kidding. No, we got to protect him. But if you get the ball, you got to make worth. You got to make it count. So that's about it.
You came in last year in January, but now you've had a full year under your belt in the strength and conditioning program. You've lost a little bit of weight. How much have you lost, and how did the strength program change for you this year?
Originally, my first year when I went home, it was more about putting weight on because I thought I was playing linebacker. So I was getting bulk, getting bigger. This year going home, I changed strength coaches, went more for a speed route, acceleration treadmills, more leg work because of that surgery I had too in the spring. So it was just working on speed, losing some weight, eating healthier, just trying to actually turn into a college football player.
So what do you weigh now?
About 225, 228, right in that range. Last year I was like right around 242.
So you and Chris Butler are, I guess, the veterans at the moment. You got two freshmen who have joined you who've gotten a lot of attention, a lot of hype. What are your early impressions of Kevin Pope and Darryl Fields?
They came in, they're ready to learn. They just are soaking up everything. I mean, they went through the walking, crawling stage. Now I think they're walking on their own, and they picked it up faster than I've seen people pick it up. I picked this up fairly fast, I thought, last year, but it's hard to pick up. You really got to focus in, and they've done a good job.
You talked about how Coach Swan is looking for sort of a super back, and you hope to be that role. Certainly Chris Butler hopes to fill that role. And then with these two young guys, with Kevin and Darryl, how hard is it to sort of mentor them and teach them the blocking and the plays when you're essentially helping guys who are trying to take your job?
It helps you too. You see what they do wrong, you put that in your memory bank, what they just did, I don't want to do that. We're always taking mental reps, even when we're not in. That's what Coach Swan always says. You can double task, you can drink water, talk to your buddy, but you got to know what the defense is, know where the linebackers are blitzing, watch the holes, the small things like that.
Coach Jones has said since he got hired at SMU that his offense goes as far as the quarterback takes it. Talk about the differences you've seen in Kyle from when he first got sort of kicked in the deep end against Houston last year and then going into his first full season now.
Well, when we first came in, I don't think anybody could hear him in the huddle his first game. But he's come a long way. As I said before, the small things he does. But, that just goes a long way in confidence for everybody in the huddle. He's good.
2 weeks to go until you get to see Texas Tech, and everyone talks about the new coaching staff over there and how their offense is going to change. How much do you know about their defense, and what do you expect from them in terms of the alignments, formations they're going to throw at you?
We're just expecting, since the D coordinator came over from Alabama, we watched a lot of that stuff, but you never know. We're looking at a lot of looks, 3 down, 4 down. Just be ready for everything.
Is this you have coaches, including Coach Jones, who says he likes to make the opponents worry about him more than worrying, scheming for them. Is this sort of the ultimate game like that, where they have new coaches, they don't know you guys, you don't know them so much, so they're going to have to respond to you as much as you respond to them?
Absolutely. Coach Jones always does a good job of making practices harder than what it'll be in the game, giving us blitzes that are outrageous. So when we get in the game, it's like, that's it. But just we'll be ready for everything with the stuff he throws at us in the scouting and team blitzes.
So you've been out here for a couple of weeks in the heat, which being a Michigan guy has got to be just like home for you. How ready are you to finally hit someone in another colored jersey rather than beating up on your own teammates every day?
Oh, that'll be awesome. The linebackers came at us a couple times in the team last week, but our linebackers I think are the best I've seen in any conference. But I think we'll be ready for any linebacker or D lineman that comes at us. I'm ready to hit anybody.